talk about the big story of the day, what has happened in the assembly, the second day of the Delhi assembly session, the CAG report, the contentious issue on liquor policy that has now been tabled by the chief minister. As far as when it comes to the CAG report is now concerned on liquor policy, the audit report on liquor policy that has been tabled, and the speaker has now pulled up the Aam Aadmi Party for the delay. Now remember, when it comes to the CAG report that has been pending since 2017-2018, misleading claims that has been spent to the speaker that was made by the former Delhi Chief Minister Atishi. However, there has been a scathing indictment by the Delhi speaker where saying that it was the Aam Aadmi Party which suppressed the CAG reports, and suppressing the CAG report is like a crime. So today, on the second day of the assembly, we are looking at the CAG report, especially when it comes to Liquorgate, has now been tabled by the Chief Minister.
मैं आपकी अनुमति से राष्ट्रीय राजधानी क्षेत्र दिल्ली सरकार से संबंधित भारत के नियंत्रक एवं महालेखा परीक्षक का दिल्ली में शराब के विनियम और आपूर्ति पर निष्पादन लेखा परीक्षा प्रतिवेदन वर्ष 2024 का प्रतिवेदन संख्या नंबर 1 की प्रतियां सदन पटल पर प्रस्तुत करती हूं।
सभी सदस्यों को वितरित की जाए प्रति सीएजी की रिपोर्ट।
मैं आपकी अनुमति से राष्ट्रीय राजधानी क्षेत्र दिल्ली सरकार से संबंधित भारत के नियंत्रक एवं महालेखा परीक्षक का दिल्ली में शराब के विनियम और आपूर्ति पर निष्पादन लेखा परीक्षा प्रतिवेदन वर्ष 2।
So the report of one of the 14 audits of the previous AAP Sarkar flagged licensing violations and was presented by Chief Minister Rekha Gupta herself, which says that Delhi government suffered a massive financial setback, incurring losses of over 2,000 crore due to flaws in its 2021-22 excise policy. According to the Comptroller and Auditor General report that has been tabled in the Assembly, the report, which is one of the 14 performance reviews of the previous Aam Aadmi Party government, highlighted serious policy lapses. We are looking at procedural violence and and also ignoring Tetri as far as the expert committee recommendations. So we are looking at series of such charges that have now been leveled, very serious charges on the now halted excise policy by the previous AAP Sarkar. Can you briefly highlight what does the report say?
Well, you see, charges, violation and losses, these are the three major things that we observed in this entire report that was tabled today in the Delhi Assembly, and imposed that there were a lot of, massive uproar in the Assembly. Not just that, but, Aam Aadmi Party earlier had been saying that this particular liquor policy that they formulated, that was for the benefit of the government, that was done to generate the revenue. But the big question over here is that if it was done to generate the revenue, then how it was that the losses of revenue was about 941 crores, approximately 941 crores due to not taking timely permissions, and the losses amounting to approximately, if you talk about the overall losses that you were also pointing out, so that is approximately 2002.6 crores. So these are the losses that were incurred, in fact, after this policy was implemented. Now we will one by one read out the details so as to how these losses happened. And in fact, here it mentions that prior to implementation of master plan, 4 government corporations were allowed to open 116 retail vends in non-conforming areas over the years. And post that, MPD 2021 prohibited opening of liquor shops in mixed lands use / non-conforming areas. Since then, no new retail vend was allowed in non-conforming areas. Only these 116 vends were renewed till 2016 and 17, which was further reduced to 51, and their license were renewed up to 31 March 2021. And in fact, now it further mentions that how it was mandatory in excise policy to open at least 2 retail vends in each ward to ensure equitable coverage, so that there was no instance of unserved and undeserved areas in Delhi. And in fact, that is why we saw the protests also, that why this is a compulsion to open these many liquor shops in this particular designated area. And then it further mentions that what does the audit observes? Audit observes that in spite of being aware of the fact that vends were required to be opened in non-conforming wards, the department did not take timely action to work out modalities for the same before tendering excise policy for the year 2021, and terms and conditions of the license were approved on May 2021. initial tender was floated on 28 June 2021 without taking the comments from Delhi Development Authority or Municipal Corporation of Delhi, and license were allotted in August even before this issue was sorted out. So here again one more point is highlighted by the CAG that the permission was not taken neither by the Delhi Development Authority from whom you have to take the permission, that if the liquor shop is going to be built over here, what are the land norms. According to that only those liquor shops could have been built over there. After DDA there comes MCD. So from both the departments the permission was not taken, and then DDA also in its letter, that is 16 November 2021, disallowed opening of liquor shops in non-conforming wards, as it would be against the spirit of Delhi Master Plan, because Delhi Master Plan did mention that all these liquor shops should not be opened in such kind of areas, and in fact that is why we saw that women particularly were protesting that why the liquor shops are being opened just near to their residence complex, and that is what the issue was, where they were raising multiple questions. But then again all these norms were flouted, nothing was heard, neither DDA nor MCD nor the letter that was written by in fact DDA as well in the year 2021. Then retendering of surrendered zones not done, leading to losses of revenue of around 890.15 crores. So here comes another loss, that how the excise department suffered a loss of 890.15 crores on account of license fee from these zones owing to their surrender and failure of department in retendering. So loss of excise revenue has been calculated on the basis of actual license fee for the month. So here they are telling that how the loss of excise revenue has been calculated, and how in fact these losses were amounting up to approximately 890 crores. Then comes loss of revenue of 144 crore owing to irregular grant of waiver on account of COVID to zonal licenses. A representation was received by Excise Department for proportionate waiver in license fee due to COVID restrictions issued by DDMA orders. That was on 20th December 2021.
Well, this goes on and on, but right now, as far as when it comes to the key points that are being highlighted by Tetri, we're trying to get as many reactions as possible. So Pradeep Bhandari of the BJP is connected with us. Pradeep, the figure 2,000 crore, even more than that, that seems to be the financial loss that Delhi had to suffer because of the now scrapped liquor policy.
Well, it's the 2026 crore liquor scam of Arvind Kejriwal, which has now come on record, and this is why he was not tabling the CAG report. This is the tip of the iceberg. So the essence of the scam is that apart from a revenue loss of 2026 crore, where it involves Manish Sisodia personally being accountable for it, because the Manish Sisodia led GOM had passed recommendations for it. They did not do any scrutiny of the bidders. They violated the principles of awarding licenses. There were illegal exemptions worth 941 crore. There was license fee waiver worth 142 crore. There was security deposit mismanagement worth 27 crore. So overall, it was the attempt to create a cartel to fill the coffers of Aam Aadmi Party leaders with 2026 crore and loot the people of Delhi with 2026 crore. I believe the CAG report tabling will start the process of investigation, which will get the AAP leaders behind bars with due course of time in a legal and just manner.
Right, but Pradeep, what happens now after this? Because the report that is now being tabled, one of the 14 there, and a policy which was aimed at generating revenue for the national capital turned into a loss-making exercise. What is being also mentioned in this report, that a complete disregard was also given to the expert committee, the panel recommendations as well. They were also bypassed by the former AAP party ministers.
This is the start, and the investigative agencies will take note of it as per the process of law. But the essence here is that all of this happened with the knowledge of Arvind Kejriwal, with the direction of Arvind Kejriwal, and Mr. Manish Sisodia working as per Mr. Arvind Kejriwal's wish. So the 2026 crore liquor scam directly implicates Mr. Arvind Kejriwal's government and many AAP leaders who are involved in looting 2026 crore of taxpayers' money during the COVID time in order to fill the coffers of AAP government.
All right. Pradeep Bhandari of the BJP, thank you very much for getting connected with us. So saying that this is a clear indictment of the previous AAP Sarkar. Bhavtosh is also connected with us. Bhavtosh, you have been very thorough as far as the investigation that by the central agencies that have been taking place. The CAG report is damning, talking about financial irregularities, policy implementation, complete disregard of expert panel recommendation as well, and a financial exchequer loss that goes over 2,000 crore. That is something that is now being highlighted in the now tabled CAG report.
Yes, Amita, in fact, if we just go by the findings of the CAG report, what it mentions is very important. This excise policy 2021-2022 was in existence only for 11 months. Now, in 11 months, if you compare this excise policy with the previous excise policy, which is presently in implementation in the capital, the losses stand at a staggering 2,000 crore rupees. Now, the whole idea of the Delhi government, as per the excise policy, the now defunct excise policy, was to generate revenue and to have an excise policy which would be in tandem with the international city. That did not happen because of following reasons. One, a waiver of license fee because of the COVID pandemic, and this was not even presented before the cabinet. Second, the excise policy was not even tabled before the assembly. An excise policy which has to be implemented should have been tabled in the assembly, and the hegemony of the people who had the licenses, who also controlled the retailers. Now, this is not the findings of the investigating agencies. AAP had in fact said that these investigating agencies have been let loose on them by the centre and by the BJP. These are the findings, these are the audit findings of the CAG. CAG has not mentioned Aam Aadmi Party anywhere in the 250-page report. It had only mentioned the flaws in the excise policy and the manner in which it has been adopted. It mentions that the expert committee report was completely ignored. It mentions one very important thing, that there was no perfect competition as far as the excise policy is concerned.
So a policy that's main aim was actually to generate revenue turned into a loss-making policy. Now that has been scrapped as far as the CAG report that has now been tabled in the Delhi Assembly, as Bhavtosh is getting us the details, has exploded, especially when it comes to the liquor policy. Now more skeletons seems to be tumbling out. As far as the Sheesh Mahal report findings are also concerned, especially on the expenditure, the money that has been spent on the renovation of the CM house, around when it comes to the findings that are now concerned with the construction that was done sans any permission, without any permission. Another finding goes on to say that rules were flouted by the then PWD department. Another finding that goes on to say that full records have not been made available by the PWD, and the cost per square meter that was increased by 50%. Nearly 1.87 crores that has been spent on sanitary furniture and gym items as well. So this is as far as when it comes to the Sheesh Mahal report, because one of the many, 14 at least, when it comes to the pending reports, that was one on the liquor policy today that has been tabled in the Delhi Assembly. Now this is the details on the Sheesh Mahal that has now also come out, as far as when it comes to more skeletons there. The Sheesh Mahal report, the details there as we talk about the multiple findings of what this report highlights, especially on the work that was now done on the renovation of the Chief Minister's residence. So let's get a word from Tetri once again on this, because we spoke on the liquor policy issue. Now comes the other contentious issue, which is of Sheesh Mahal.
Well, absolutely. As far as this entire, the details of the Sheesh Mahal is concerned, in fact, the details were already out, but there are categorical details that have been highlighted in the report. And in fact, what our sources revealed, that several norms were flouted. And in fact, not just that, but, the houses were not allotted to the staff workers. And then not just that, but we also saw that how the area that was on that particular area, how the trees were supposed to be, in fact, planted, in that entire area, the Sheesh Mahal was built. And in fact, I would also like to read out some excerpts that we have managed to access. In fact, and what our sources reveal is that 6 Flagstaff Road, that is the Sheesh Mahal, that is the residence of former Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. So PWD prepared a preliminary estimate of 7.9 crores by adopting the plinth area rates published by CPWD. The work was declared urgent by the PWD. The said work, although awarded rupees 8.62 crore, being 13.21% above the estimated cost, and was finally completed at 33.66 crore, being 342.31% above the estimated cost. So the big question over here is that why this estimated cost was 342.31% above the estimated cost. Why the Chief Minister, the former Chief Minister, who used to call himself an Aam Aadmi, had to stay in a bungalow with, in fact, this particular cost that was that the estimation was approximately high, that is 342.31%. And in fact, you know why all these figures are important, because they highlight so as to at what amount the tender was passed, and then how the norms were flouted, and then how this entire Sheesh Mahal was built. And then it also draws a comparison between the proposed amount and the estimated amount. And in fact, this difference that we are observing before proposed estimated amount is not just for, in fact, you know, just one category. It is there for different categories. Say it be for the furniture, say it be for the say it be for the tiles, say it be for the curtains, say it be you know, for other equipments as well, say it be for the equipments that were brought to the gym. There was a house and there was a gym inside the Sheesh Mahal. So all these, you know, lapses highlight so as to what was the estimated cost, what was the proposed cost, and why there was so much of difference. And now, in fact, we have been seeing that again this particular report will be tabled, and then again there will be a massive showdown in the Delhi Assembly, as it was witnessed today ahead of
the Assembly
that
for now will resume at around 2 p.m. But as far as fireworks that has been expected both yesterday on the first day and today as well, today with the tabling of the CAG report on the liquor policy, and now when it comes to the CAG report, that has now exploded further, especially when it comes to Sheesh Mahal. That also remains another contentious issue, with the BJP saying that they will completely expose the previous Aam Aadmi Party Sarkar. Thank you very much for the moment, Teshri, for joining in. We'll get you more and reactions coming up back after a short break. You're watching Times Now.